This is Tank's Vlog for October 17, 2018. We're wrapping up today in sports. We're brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the great podcast you can hear every week on SoundCloud and iTunes. This week we are featuring Jessica Kleinschmidt, MLB.com. She also works for NBC Sports Bay Area. So listen, you're going to enjoy a lot of great insights into baseball. And speaking of baseball, the NLCS, what a marathon tonight. Dodgers-Brewers game just ended with the Dodgers walking off with a base hit, and it's now tied 2 games apiece as Manny Machado is now public enemy number 1, stepping on the heel of Jesse Aguilar and then scoring the game-winning run. So, we got a series tied 2-2 in the National League. This series has been compelling. It's been competitive. It's been exciting. The series that we expected that to be is the American League, and that's not been exciting. I mean, today, the Red Sox just blew the game open late. It was close. They haven't had good pitching. The Astros keep walking Alex Bregman, and the Red Sox keep walking Alex Bregman, and the Astros haven't gotten the bats clicking. And today, the Red Sox won 8-2, got a great start from Nathan Eovaldi, and now have a 2-1 lead. We'll look to take a stranglehold tomorrow with Rick Porcello on the mound against Charlie Morton, who has been great in the postseason in the past for the Astros, and he'll have to be great again. Roberto Osuna was the big choker today. He allowed 5 runs, including hitting Mitch Moreland with the bases loaded, and then giving up a grand slam to Jackie Bradley Jr., which all but sealed the deal. Dallas Keuchel got off to a rough start. The first 3 Red Sox got on, but he settled down, and Astros battled back. But once they put Roberto Osuna in there, it was sooner or later the game is going to end. NBA season started on Tuesday night as the Golden State Warriors began their trek to a 3rd straight NBA championship, beating up the Oklahoma City Thunder, while the Boston Celtics, who will likely be the Warriors' opponents in the NBA Finals, that's why they both play tonight. It's already set in stone. The NBA, where no excitement happens. It's always the same thing because there's no competitive balance because of the salary cap. You get rid of the salary cap, you're going to fix this sport. As long as there's a salary cap, that's what it is. Teams know how to finagle things. You got players getting together and saying, then they get those max deals, and it's like a whole bunch of just chicanery and backdoor moves, and that's how you end up with the super teams. And the Knicks just seem to haven't figured out how to do that yet. And the Nets are just finally emerging from their desert of despair. And so the Celtics got their win. They beat the Sixers. So the two teams are going to probably play in the finals, or the 2 teams that won on opening night. My NBA preview should be done in a few days. Patience, patience, patience. Trust the process. It's not like it's going to be a big mystery who's going anyway. Where the sport's really exciting right now is hockey. And the New Jersey Devils are 4-0. Kyle Palmieri was held to 1 goal tonight. So he now only has 7 goals in his first 4 games. Meanwhile, Keith Kincaid got a 2nd shutout of the year as the Devils beat the Stars in Newark 3-0. Meanwhile, it was Kevin Shattenkirk getting a big goal as the Rangers beat the Avalanche in a shootout 3-2. It was the Flyers 6-5 winners over the Panthers in a shootout. The Canucks beat the Penguins 3-2 in overtime. It was the Lightning striking down the Hurricanes 4-2. The Wild beat the Coyotes 2-1. The Oilers got an overtime win over the Jets 5-4, and the Vegas Golden Knights look like they're finally getting on track, beat the Sabres 4-1. Today's three stars are Jackie Bradley Jr. for that grand slam, Connor McDavid, who had 2 goals and 2 assists, leading the Oilers in their win over the Jets, and Stephen Curry, who had 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists, has the Warriors start their season with a win. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Public Enemy number 1 from Met fans about 20 years ago, John Rocker, who turns 44. Remember that? That article in Sports Illustrated? Could you imagine if he said that today in the day of Twitter? I mean, we talk about Josh Hader. I mean, people want to suspend him for things he said when he was in high school. I mean, that seems to be a popular thing these days, going after someone when they did things in high school. But Josh Hader with his past tweets and ancient tweets being dug up. But John Rocker, that was then and now. He was active. He got suspended 15 games. But there was no Twitter. There was no instant reaction. What that would have been like if if a player said what John Rocker said today. And it eventually hurt his career. But then again, John Rocker was never that good. He just had one good year, flew fast, and then his career went. And we take a look back 40 years ago to the 1978 World Series. Now, this was a strange series. This was the first time ever the 77-78 seasons. Of course, the Yankees had the Bucky Dent thing, but we had the same 4 division winners both years. The same World Series teams meeting both years. And the same series result with the Yankees beating the Dodgers in 6. This time, the Yankees lost the first 2 in L.A., big confrontation with a rookie Bob Welch and Reggie Jackson. And then they won the last 4 games to take the series. The big turning point of this series happened in Game 4, when Reggie Jackson, who won the 77 World Series with his bat, won the 78 World Series with his backside, his ass. I mean, he just stood there, and it was like, boom. I mean, you could see him move his hip, and boom. I call it the right cheek sneak. And it led to a run scoring. The Yankees came back 1 Game 4, 1 Game 5, and Game 6 in blowouts. The right cheek sneak of Reggie Jackson is when the whole series turned. Tommy Lasorda went nuts. And, of course, there was no replay back then. But how would Twitter react to someone getting away with that today? I mean, clearly on purpose. Reggie Jackson, clearly on purpose, stuck his ass in the way of the throw on a double play and changed the whole dynamic of the game, and the umpires let him get away with it. So check out the story on Barstool Sports, Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And, of course, listen to Jessica Kleinschmidt on this week's episode of Allow Me to Be Frank. Have a good day.